I want to give an update on my sketchbook and also the image memory stuff that I've been working on, but first I want to talk about a color study. So in a past video, I already showed the first day of this color study. I'm going to show the clips from that so you can kind of get the full time lapse. So the first day that I worked on it, it was really dark, so I was really mostly focusing on the gesture. Then come the second day, the sky was perfect, so the light was perfect. But from the first day, I had made everything pretty dark, and so it was kind of hard to bring up the light from that point. Oil paint is pretty transparent, so I was putting the lights on as thick as I could to try and make them more opaque so everything would appear brighter. But making things lighter, things were starting to look pasty, so then I was trying to add more color so she looked bright with colorful skin like she actually did in nature. But then I was running into the problem of things were just going muddy, so I was fighting that. This color study is either done. I don't know if we're hiring her for another day. If we do hire her for another day, I think I can do a lot with it because I think it's a good base to work from. If not, it's fine. It's just not my favorite color study. I really like how the gesture, how I got that. I just don't think it's painted that well. I don't have like this painting that's really vibrant, which I really like to try and do in my color studies to capture the colors. I just don't feel like it's very colorful. It's still a good practice and I'm glad I did it. And I've been working a lot in my sketchbook as well. I'm working from the Vanderpool book. I love that book. I feel like one thing that I'm not totally happy with is how I do portraits, so I wanted to practice that more. So Vanderpool has a section where he breaks down the features and gives a lot of examples and explains how the planes make up those features. So I'll show you what I've been doing in my sketchbook with that. So it starts off with the eyes. So I did a ton of eyes. Any image that he had in the book, I copied it. And I like how he gives examples of eyes with different lighting. At my school, when we do the figures, well, the figures are lit from skylights, so usually the eyes are in shadow, and you're really just drawing more the brow bone and the cheekbone. So this is good practice to see everything in different lighting. Once I got done with the eyes, I wanted to practice doing a portrait, so I sketched Eric. He was sitting on the couch studying from his computer, and I was sitting across from him, and I just had my sketchbook in my lap and a normal mechanical pencil, and I just sketched him. And I'm pretty happy with this because I'm also mostly used to working side size, so this was comparative measuring, which was something different, which is good for me to practice, I think. This was done, I don't know, I wasn't keeping track, less than an hour for sure. This one was really fun to do, and I feel like doing the eye studies definitely helped. And then the next section with the Vanderpool is noses. So I did a ton of noses. And I like how with different angles and tilts of the head that you can really understand and see the different planes that make up the nose. And then I just started the lips chapter. I read it all for the lips and the chin, and I just started sketching everything out. And I find the lips probably the hardest feature to do for myself. I think because they're at a curve and they're little planes that make it up that really show the curve and what they're doing. And he does have a lot more drawings of the lips, so I'm going to just do them all and hopefully they'll start to make more sense to me. I think it's also difficult because I'm used to when I'm drawing something, it's in the context of the whole figure or at least the whole face. So I like to relate planes and angles, the smaller ones to the bigger overall planes and angles that make up the face or the body. So it's a little weird also taking it strictly out of context and just having lips. The book that I've been going through, Drawing from Your Imagination, I finished it, at least all the chapters that dealt with what I wanted to learn about. So I skipped. They have one on planes and cars, maybe something else that I can't remember. So I skipped those because I am not so interested in drawing those. Since I finished the book, I want to go out and try and sketch some architecture. You see things that I'm still getting stuck on, and then I can hopefully go back to this and try and figure it out. And lastly, the image memory. So the part that I'm at right now, I did the straight lines and I have those pretty dead on when I do them. The curved lines, I'm really struggling with. These are really hard. This first one, I got it straight off and I can get that one. That one's really easy, but all these other ones, I don't know. I'm gonna reread the chapter that's on process and just try and keep going at it. I got some tracing paper so I could see the lines better. The pencil lines are the marks that I did, and then the red lines are corrections. And I've done quite a bit of them, though I don't know where my papers here's some more that were not on tracing paper, which was a little harder to see. So pretty much, well, every single one you can see has red lines on it because I'm not getting it accurate, pretty not accurate too. I mean, some of them are kind of close. Not happy yet with the big difference between the red line and the line that I'm doing. So I'm definitely going to be practicing that more, and I might ask Eric to draw some curved lines as well so I can try and copy those just so it's something different. But yeah, the curved lines are really hard. I thought I got the straight lines right away and I was like, man, this is going to be a lot easier than I thought. Nope, the curved lines are kicking my butt. So I think out of all the studying that I've been doing, like from my Vanderpool book, from the perspective one and image memory is the one that is the most tedious to practice. So I have to really force myself to do it every day. But I definitely want the skill, so I'm just going to keep doing it and get those curves figured out.